Ladies, don't date him yet. Don't do it right now. Just don't do it right now. Before you go all in, give me just a couple minutes with you. Just give me a couple minutes with you. I want to give you 4 tips. And these 4 tips can actually save you from heartbreak. It can save you from months, years of just unnecessariness. I don't know if that's a word, unnecessariness. We're going to use that word today, but I'm going to save you from a lot of unnecessariness when it comes to dating men. I see this a lot in my practice. I work with, even though I work with men, I work with women as well too. And a lot of women, they come to me seeking answers around like their own relationship. And the one thing that astonished me that's been consistent in my practice is that women typically miss these 4 things. And if they would have known these 4 things, they could have been saving some time even with me as a therapist. So I really want to dive into this because we want to talk about how to protect your heart before you fully commit. Now, the first tip is watch his consistency. Watch his consistency, not just the chemistry, consistency. There's a difference. Chemistry may be good. Chemistry can also come from just having somebody new in your life. Chemistry can come from this excitement, that honeymoon phase. Oh, I'm really connected with this person, or maybe you just broke up with somebody else and now you're with somebody else and you connect with them. Chemistry can be distorted. Chemistry in relationships can be distorted. And the reason why is because chemistry is based on a lot of how you feel versus what's real. Now, when we talk about measurable things, chemistry is not something that is like super measurable. Like it's a vibe, it's something that you feel. Consistency can be tracked. So don't fall in just the chemistry. Like, I'm not saying chemistry isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying chemistry isn't a bad thing, but chemistry is not what overpowers, I guess I'm gonna use that word, overpower consistency. Again, it can be excited, magnetic, but it also can be misleading. It can also be very, very misleading. And what matters in the long term is consistency. Does he say he's gonna do what he's gonna do? Is he a man of his word? Is he a man of integrity? Does he follow through? Is he consistent with you? Ladies, if he's telling you something, does he actually do it? That's consistency. So look at consistency in the way of like, okay, is this person who they say they are? What if it's good behavior or bad behavior? Because he can be consistent with you, take you out on dates, core, all those great things that make you feel good. But then also, is he consistent with not hitting you back or not texting you back? Is he consistent with those things that you don't necessarily like? Because if you can track that consistency as well, you're golden. You can most definitely find yourself in a space where I know what I'm getting because I see the consistency in it all. Because consistency reveals character. Who is this person? Consistency will reveal that person's character. So be in tune with the consistency and not the chemistry. Again, this isn't just what does he say, but it's actually talking about what he's revealing about his behavior. Is he pursuing a relationship, or is he just after your physical attributes or your body? I always tell women, and a lot of men don't like me for saying this. Now, if you really want to see how serious a man is while you're dating him and you guys are intimate, stop being intimate with the man and see how serious he is about pursuing you. When you're not intimate with him or you're not having sex with him, that's going to reveal some true characters and his real intent with you. And you might need to be doing some digging in yourself and seeing, okay, am I with this person just because we're having sex or the sex is good or whatever it may be? Asking yourself these questions again. Is he invested in you, or is he just reaching out when it's convenient for him? Are you getting that late night text? Are you saying, hey, are you up? Or, he wants to do something with you and it's just more convenient for him, but when you need him, he's not there for you. That's the flip side. It's like, what does this man really want from me? And pay attention to what we call red flags, but I'm gonna use the word mixed signals. mixed signals, because sometimes these mixed signals you don't know what to do with, and you're hoping that it means something that it's actually not. So be careful, ladies, when you are dating a man and you're getting mixed signals, and don't wait for that signal to be something that you're just hoping it would be when it's really not. And the third tip is, has he done his healing? And I think this is a prominent question I've seen just throughout the last couple of years, even on dating shows, or I Pop the Balloon and things of that nature. Asking somebody, has they healed from the past relationship? What was their last relationship like? Do you know your father? Do you know your mother? What was your parents like? Because healing doesn't only just come from relationships, but it also comes from trauma. And many times when you're not in the healing phase, or you're not healed, quote unquote, you bring that into the relationship. So a lot of people start to pick up on the emotional part of this, and understand that, yeah, there's a huge part that has to do with healing in the relationship. And typically in a relationship, if you're not in the healing process, or if you haven't done the work, you're going to project that unhealed version of yourself on that person. And a lot of people are tired of dealing with it. Ladies, I know y'all tired of dealing with an unhealed man, or a man that's not doing the work, because now you become the punching bag of his unhealed self. Now, this part doesn't have to necessarily be perfect, but it has to show growth. It has to show growth, and that's just a non-negotiable. It has to show that this person is actually working towards the thing, as opposed to just allowing that thing just to feel like it doesn't exist. The fourth thing is, does your values match, or are you guys just vibing? Do you guys' values actually match, or you guys just vibing? Now, a strong connection without values is like building a house on sand. You know, we talk about, even just from a biblical standpoint of, you know, building on sinking sand. Like, God built this church on a rock, not sand, you know? So sand is not a great foundation to build anything. And when you think about the context of sand, it's like small micro rocks, you know? And it can be like a million bazillion particles of sand together, but it's still not a solid ground. It's still not a solid ground, because when you step into it, it's gonna move. So I think it's important to always ask about family, faith, future, finances, and just understand, does that match with your values? Because you can vibe with anybody. You can literally vibe with anybody. I think that's sometimes we talk about, again, that chemistry and that connection, and that chemistry and that consistency. You know, just don't go based off how you feel. You have to really sit back and ask yourself, like, what are these things that I'm looking for while I'm dating? And do these things matter long term? Because what feels good now can hurt you later. All right. So what feels good now can possibly hurt you later. Now, if you found this video helpful, I have some other videos right here y'all can check out when it comes to faith, mental health, and relationships. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care of yourself and each other. Peace.